Hey guys, Dan here. Last week you saw part 1 of the ultimate dog crate build for the Land Rover Discovery 5. This week is part 2 and the final in this little series. In this video, you'll see the test fit, the assembly, and the finishing touches just before it goes out to the customer. Check it out, guys. G'day guys, Dan here. We're here with Paul's Discovery and we're about to do a trial fit of our new dog cage.
So this angle needs to be a bit more in.
Yeah, can you see if that oh, what?
Actually, the angle's good. That's actually perfect. Did you make that up?
I'll wing that one.
Holy smoke, mate.
I'll wing that one. So that's actually going to sit there.
You can go a little bit closer. Oh, wait, I'm going to sit back.
Oh, I've got toggles on the back there.
Yep.
Gosh,
I was hoping to be closer to that. Is there a HSC or SE? Because these are HSC.
I'll have to, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take it out, take a photo, and just
measure it.
Measure it. You can, if not, I'm pretty sure you can just take it out, but in saying all of that, it's actually handy to have this here for the dogs to jump up into.
Oh, it is. Mate, I didn't have it on my last car. And Kipper scratched the out of that bar, wrecked the bar.
That's what I'm thinking, but actually having this is probably a benefit.
Oh, it is.
Width-wise, it's fine.
It's perfect, mate. You got the width down pat, really. It's actually spot on. Yeah, the width is 100%.
This
The back is perfect.
This here is very close. But I think we'll be fine. Looking at it, yeah, we'll be fine going straight in. Hey guys, now we've fitted the dog cage in and we've actually trial fitted, we have to go through and slightly tweak it, cut it down just to make it fit better, so to speak. So that's what we're going to do now.
Mate, I reckon you got a spot on. I want one now, mate.
Mate,
I dogs.
Mate, I am making a half-size one. So, you know, you're saying you had a fridge?
I got a fridge.
I'm making a half, so a single one.
So I reckon I'd go for that and take the fridge out. People will take the fridge out and go with that. Put a fridge in there.
Put a fridge on the side.
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
You should
Open the door up and put a fridge in. But it won't be on a slide, unless you put a slide on it.
You can, because if you
That's actually not a bad idea, then the whole lot's income. Yeah, it's all...
Because then what you can do is, if you have to, just go through slide and I can just make it fit in the space up, just lift it up,
lift it up.
And just bring it straight out.
So this fridge goes over the lid. I like it.
So that's the thought process.
But I've got 2 dogs.
I know.
So it'd probably be better to have the whole unit put in for the 2 dogs. Excellent.
I love it. So we've just retest fit the modified cage after we modified it when we were a little bit out last time. This thing sits perfectly, it fits magnificently, so the template's done. So now we can go through, send this off to production, get it laser cut, folded and assembled. It's going to be awesome, guys. Hey guys, so we've got the laser cutting back. It's all been bent and you would have seen that in the previous videos and images before this. Now we're going to go start assembling all the sub-assemblies. Then we're going to start putting this thing together. So stay tuned and keep an eye out for this. So what we're doing here is we're actually assembling all of the components together. Now there's a certain reason why I have a spacer in this, and that will become apparent once it comes back from powder coating and we assemble and put this rear emergency hatch on, and you'll see the reasoning why. As you can see, it's a fairly tight fit, which is a good thing. Okay. This goes here, like so. Right, something like that. Before we fit this in, probably a good idea to try and fit this in to make sure. There we go. Just double checking myself. Now I'm not going to put all these rivets in this side and shear back. I just want to get this thing assembled together, and then we can actually fill out the entire thing. That's one. One. Two. Alright, let's see how this goes in. What a laugh. Good. Again, I'm not doing all of the rivets. I'm just doing enough to assemble this together, just to make sure that it actually is going to go together as intended. What we're going to do is go spin this around. And we're going to work on the back panel now. Look at that. That's excellent. These Milwaukee riveters are the absolute bomb. Absolutely love them. This one is just a bit tight, but with the muscle flex, we'll get that in. There we go. Rightio. Gonna leave everything else. Technically speaking, this thing will sit inside here on a couple of hinges, like so. Now there's a reason why we got that spacer, as I was saying as we were putting this together. We're actually going to put some foam tape all the way around the inside of this. That'll actually stop any rattle and any flutter, so if you're going over any off-road tracks and this is in the car, it's going to keep it all nice and sturdy and rattle free. Go whack this top on. Perfect. Right, we're now going to do this side, but we're going to need these larger bricks. We're going to need larger bricks again. These big heavy bricks. Like that. Going to turn this around. These handle grips come in handy. We're looking at just this as it is now, probably 25 odd kilos. Put the door, 2 doors in, that back panel and the center divider, probably maximum of 30 kilos. So it's actually fairly light considering. Alright, now that that's pretty much all tacked together, we're going to set this center divider in, and we're going to go through and just tack the doors together to stop them from distorting and parallelogramming, and it's good to go. Just like that. And obviously you have knobs and screws that come out here just to make it so you can either fit it in there, or you can take it out so you can be divided into 2, or just one big case. Hey guys, so we've just got this custom dog cage back from the powder coaters. We're going to go through, paint it all up, get it all ready so we can start assembling and get it out the door. As you can see guys, the quality is really, really good. Done a lovely job with the powder coating. Guys, just utilising this pallet as our makeshift workbench, that way we don't disturb the boys from doing what they do on a daily basis. Really, really careful. You don't want to damage these guys. So guys, first things first, we're just going to go through and start putting all of our components on and getting everything all ready to go. Alright guys, so what we're doing now is we're actually just putting the door hinges on, making sure we got all our washers in place, and we're using nylocks. That way there's no chance of these actually ever rattling free. The hinges that we're using are really like a high-end hinge. They're really sturdy, really, really strong. Everything around, they just look real nice, and they're going to suit this really well. So you see I'm doing, just taking my time, because the last thing I want to do is scratch this powder coating. Now these latches are a nice positive locking latch. One of the great things about them is that they are adjustable, which makes it really, really handy. Alright, that's one. So these bolts here, when we put the doors on, is when we'll actually make our final adjustments for these. So that's door number one. These latches are really, really cool because they're very, very simple to install, but they're very effective. They're all lined up. This one. Like so. Now we can go through and we'll put these hinges on. Again, we're not going to go all the way up, just so we can double check and make sure we can just tweak the distancing. Alright, now before we go through and install any of these doors, we have to go put some of this foam tape through. And that's there to stop any rattles and just give a nice positive fitment and closure on all the doors, but also this emergency hatch. Once we start getting closer, we'll just cut this off here, and then we'll actually line this up. So, trim that off, and then we'll actually go through and just trim that corner bit off as well. What's the bottom done? As you can see, guys, with having these actual hinges loose, we have the ability to move this up and down and actually really seat this door perfectly in the exact position it needs to be. Alright, onto the front doors.
Yep.
Alright guys, now we're going to do the front of these doors the exact same way. Now these, however, will require a little bit more finesse. as they are actually on the angle. Okay guys, then we're going to start fitting off all these doors. As you can see guys, a nice positive lock. Just adjusting it. Everything all lines up perfectly. That's exactly what we want to happen. Alright, we're going to put our final door on. Now what you guys are seeing is I'm going directly onto the back of this. That's just for now. I'm actually going to fit a little bit more foam tape on the inside so we don't continually scratch and wear away that powder coating. Alright guys, so we've gone through and we've tweaked all of our hinges and all of our latches. There's one final thing that we have to do, which is attach our logo. And with that, she's now ready for her final test fit. Ready? Yeah, mate. Not overly heavy.
Definitely too perfect job.
Yes. Well made.
So how many cars have you made for?
This is the first one.
Oh, design others yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I wanted to get
Let's
this.
close it first.
I want to get this design down pat. Perfect.
Yeah.
Then, once that was down pat, then I can just actually just go stretch. I can just pack and let the whole thing, stretch it. Next car's done. So all the design works in this. Yeah, perfect. Look at that. Alright guys, we finally have the finished product. Take a look at this. All right, guys, there you have it. That's how we built the ultimate dog crate for a Land Rover Discovery 5. Now, a couple of massive thanks that need to go out. One's to Chantel, another one's to Paul. Without both of you guys, this could not happen. So a massive, massive thank you. As I said in part one, this has actually spawned a whole new line of dog crates that go into vehicles, four-wheel drive sedans. If you would like to have one of these crates built for your vehicle, make sure you reach out to us at info@dkstainless.com.au. Cheers guys, talk soon.